Can I start? Okay. Uh, I am SP Dramani Christopher. I work with the Directorate of Fire Prevention and Rescue Service, headquarters Kampala. I head the Department of Fire Prevention and Community Awareness.
Why are you here?
We are here to empower the communities in Lira with some knowledge and skills of handling and managing fire incidences. We realize that fires have become a common phenomenon in our society, threatening lives, property, and even their micro businesses. So it is from this background that we felt it necessary to make outreaches to these communities so that we are able to equip them with basic fire safety knowledge, basic fire safety skills, so that they are able to save their lives if it's when threatened by fire, and save the investments and their property during fire. So we kicked off this campaign on Thursday. Today is the third day that we are running, and we shall continue up to next week. By Thursday, that's when we shall be closing our program of community fire safety outreach. This is one of the many outreaches we have so far made in the last quarter, which is ending this June, and we had several of them targeting communities living near the lake shores that are vulnerable to fire incidences and that are also vulnerable to water. So we had fire and water safety outreaches in the communities along the Lake Victoria, Kyoga, Albertine region, namely Wanseko in the Albertine region, Masese in the Jinja, Kalangala in Lake Victoria, and lastly we had one in Aguara in Serere district, that is north East Kyoga region. So today we are here in North Kyoga region in Lira city, just promoting fire safety in the communities that Ugandan communities that we serve.
We know Lira is a industrial city. What kind of category of people are you people targeting or training?
It is true, Lira is an industrial city with a lot of economic activities being conducted. Factories are here in Lira that produce a number of items, and micro businesses are also in a high gear in the city. So we are targeting vulnerable groups.
Because we're not seeing those investors or that people are here, because they could also be one of the trainees.
We are targeting vulnerable groups, organizations like our program covers schools.
Okay.
You will agree with me, of late fires have become so rampant in schools. So far, after opening the economy and schools reopening, we have so far recorded 29 fire incidences in the country, and all these are in schools, especially the boarding schools, where dormitories always catch fires. The most recent was this one in Eganga. I think it occurred just last week, and so many properties were destroyed, and the entire dormitory was brought down.
What did you find out was really like is causing all this in school? Why mostly school, not hotels where they do a lot of fire in the hotel or the factory? Do you think there could be weakness?
The facts on the ground point to deliberate fire settings in some of those. That is arson. So the facts we have on the ground points to that. Most of the fires are as a result of someone burning the school.
So do you have the statistics for Lira or for Uganda or like?
Yeah, we recorded the number I've given you are those fires
29.
that have occurred in schools, and they are recorded. We have the record. But what I can give you right now is the total number of fire cases in schools.
Okay. Which is it the whole country or?
Yeah, the whole country has
Okay.
gone for the first half of the year to 29
Okay.
by last week. It went to 29.
What is your expectation after this training?
Definitely, after this training, we expect the communities to be empowered, to be on a proactive side. That is, they should be able to prevent these fire occurrences by being vigilant, by being fire safety conscious, because the knowledge we give them empowers them to be conscious, to be on a preventive side, and to take precautions.
After this training, do you have something to give to the participants?
Yeah,
Like to show they've done this training?
Our plan covers schools. We are first and foremost inspecting the schools to see their fire preparedness, and in terms of equipment, in terms of fire safety observance in the dormitories, which is always vulnerable to fire cases, and also awareness whether the children know what to do if fire broke out in any of their dormitories so as to survive. So that's, we target schools, we target markets, we target government installations that are very vital. When destroyed or affected by fire, can affect the economic activities in that in Lira. We also target, we go to industrial settings and establishments. So far we have reached agro-processing factory, that is Meru. We have visited that, we inspected it, we interacted with the management, we interacted with the staff, and at least today they are better informed ever before. And we also look at areas like garages, timber workshops. We reached those, we have inspected those, and also gave them some tips of doing their businesses in a safe way.
Thank you. Do you have anything to say again? To tell the public.
I advise the communities in Lira in particular, and the Ugandan public in general, to be on the lookout, to be fire safety conscious, to make sure that they carry out the economic activities in a safe manner, which in the sense that the business they carry out must aim at protecting their lives, protecting their infrastructures, their buildings, to protect their property. Because if safety is not taken serious, fire safety is not taken serious, then all their efforts will be watered down. To all will be in vain.
Thank you.